Joe, this is November 21st, 2020, a restart of the golf lessons. Okay, so we talked before, the grip, just a minor adjustment, get it more in your fingertips and kind of close up the knuckles, first knuckles kind of pinches. It's not causing any great trauma, but you can clean it up a bit. At address, you know, it just looks like you can get the butt up a little higher. See how that's curved? You and I will never get rid of that upper curve, but you flatten that thing out and feel like your butt is getting up a little higher. Okay. And it looks like, you know, the arms hang nicely under your shoulders. That's fine. I'm a little concerned about the chin. That's why I asked you if you had bifocals. Your eye line is here. The chin may be getting in the way of your shoulder turn. See how his eye line is up here?
Yeah.
So if you had bifocals, you'd be looking out the bottom. Now maybe the mask is screwing you up, but we want to get the eye line up higher and try to get that set up a little higher so this is a little straighter. But other than that, it's fine. Okay, so let's just run it and see what it looks like. See, that's pretty good as far as playing goes, right? I mean, you know, you don't vary too much. You're kind of flipping it back inside, and then, but you know, then when you come down, look. That's why you can play well. Okay. Now okay. So this is why being close on plane is important, because when you take it up and come down to hit, it's got to be right there again. So the further you get that thing away from plane, the more inconsistent you're going to be, because sometimes you're moving it off plane like a foot, and other times it's only 8 inches, and then moving it back on plane, that's where inconsistency comes from.
Because like when I'm out driving, I can hit like 4, 5, 6 really good drives, you know.
Yeah.
And then I will just talk one to the left.
Yeah. If you top a ball, it's not technique, it's your mind. Your mind isn't focused on whatever the cue is, swing cue is. Okay, so looking at this is what, watch what your head does. Your head has this kind of pick up and turn. See that?
Yeah.
So your ear, and when I look at it, you got kind of this thing. So, you know, what we want to do, and maybe, let me see what happens. Yeah, okay, so this is why you're doing it. See, when you get to here, this is what's stopping your backswing. It's your chin. Your shoulders are about level. Right? Okay. And in reality, they should be perpendicular to your spine angle. So you're going like this, which is bumping into your chin, and so you figured it out. So you move your chin like this, and it's still restricted. Okay, so look at Woods' shoulder tilt here. It's 90 degrees to his spine angle.
Yeah.
And see, watch Scott. See, that shoulder gets nicely under his chin, so he can complete his backswing.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you start this thing, your head starts here. Okay, then when it gets about here, you know, it's moved back 4 inches. Okay. So that starts as a little mess. Look, your shoulders are still trying to be parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
You can't now you see that's why your hands are so low. That's why there's no gap between your arms and your see how we need that little space here. You don't have a space because you had to shut off the swing. Now, so that's the number one thing. You know, you got to, and we'll go through drills to help you do that, but we've got to get the head semi-calm and the left shoulder under the chin.
Yeah.
Number one thing. Okay, now about the shaft. When you take it back, so you get to this spot. Okay, this is no bueno. The shaft here is here, and the butt of the club is here. It started at that green line. So this is causing all sorts of problems. First of all, the club should be right here at that point. You're inside here. Most people, myself included, from here will get across the line. But you figured out you don't want that, so then you have to fight forces trying to keep it semi on plane. So left shoulder and your chin, all on plane. So let me show you. Okay, so let me show you on the Scott. And what I'll do is I'll capture this so you have a photo of this. And instead of practicing on the range, you just do this in front of a mirror. So you're here. And he's here. Now the problem with your hands being away from the body, look, you can drive a truck through here, so you lose connection.
Yeah.
If you take it like this, look, you have this connection. You've got to get that bicep pinned against your pec. Yeah. Because when you're out here, So, and what we want to showcase here is the club out of position, but also the hands have started at that green line. That's out like 8 inches. So you end up with this giant gap here. So I'll capture this for you. And then what I recommend is you print it out, put it on the mirror, and just get in that position.
Yeah.
That's better than hitting balls at this point.
Yeah.
So let's see. Take away. Okay. So from here, to be honest, with this head movement, this funky little thing on takeaway, it's a miracle you can hit the ball. I mean, it shows you're a good athlete. These moves, look, you're off plane. This is off plane by, I don't know, what's that, 70 degrees. Okay, so now, what you're trying to do is compensate for these early first moves.
Yeah.
And if you get the compensating moves matched up, then you can hit it with anybody. And when you're on the range and there's no consequence, we got time to make all these adjustments because there's no consequence.
Yeah.
When we get on a course, we get shorter and quicker because of the nerves. Shorter and quicker. We don't have time to make the compensating moves. So you're getting out of whack and no time to do the compensating moves because you take a swing that's here and go. First swing on the course is just like that.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't take your range game to the course is to hit it like anybody, like as well as anybody. You need the compensating moves for this unusual start position. Okay, so now you're trying to do some saving. Okay, so good athlete, you're 70 degrees off plane. All of a sudden, at this point, you're dead on plane. But the problem, dead on plane, starting from here, is you got a good chance of going across the line. And good athlete, look, you're sitting across the line, and if you took it to completion high hand, you'd be way across the line. I got pictures of it. Across the line is what I dealt with for 100 years because I drug it inside. So now when you come down, here's the good thing is, and this is a savior, is you got great depth. Look, here's this blue line's midsole. You're back of the heel. That we're talking about things you're not doing right, but this is like the pros. See, this is off your heel. That's really good depth. So that good position is helping you.
Now, when you say depth, is that?
Depth would be the butt of the club being deep behind you. So if you drop a perpendicular from the club, the butt of the club, it's here. That's pro level, So that's one reason that you can whack it. But see, your shoulders are still flat.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll see that from face on. Now, as you come down, you start losing that depth quickly. But the good news is, it's going towards the ball. Now it's a little steep. See, here's the shaft. It should be parallel to the yellow line. It's shallowing out, they call it. And now, you do a nice job shallowing out. It's late, but see that blur?
Yeah.
It's on your forearm. That's great. And so the club's coming from inside. Most people that come in steep will have the club head outside. So what I'm saying, that's another good move. You have the club face in here. And then you swing at it. And see it at this point, this is the Joe Curtis not clearing the hip thing.
Yeah.
See, you get to this point. Look, see where your knees are? They still aren't lined up. At this point, your knees, at this point, your belt buckle, and that's at impact, your belt buckle is right at the ball. You got to be turned. I call it double cheek at impact. So we go. See how he's double cheeked at impact?
Yeah.
Okay. And here he is. See his knee? Okay, at this point, here's to the club. His belt buckle's at the ball. See where his knees are? Now, when he gets pre-impact, you can start seeing the two cheek thing. Okay. That's another thing, and then you come away from the wall a bit. So that's the Joe Curtis not rotating the body through.
Yeah.
And I know there's some concern about the knees and hips, but we can show you if it's done right, it's fine. Let me just real quickly, while I'm still recording, let's look at the other angle. There should be no surprises. See your hip?
Yeah.
That's what yeah. And once you're here, okay, so this is pretty good action. You got that hip going the wrong way though. See that right hip going the wrong way? But this, you got a bump thing in here. So the bump part is good. But you see how you reset your wrist? So you come through like this, and your hip's in the way, and you have to reset. And you never really get the belt buckle towards the target. Let me show you just quickly. See, there's a magical. To get that left hip out of the way, this is what's magical. All the pros have it.
Yeah.
It's a tug of war thing here. And if you come down like this,